As we got started, it took some prisoners, some new faces to the championship, including the likes of Josh Dufek. Out front, Trident battling for pole position and their first Drivers' Championship. En route to it, we lost Ollie Goethe, but en route to it, we crowned our first Brazilian champion in Gabriel Bortoleto. A historic day for the championship. And
good morning, everybody, and welcome to FIA Formula 3 here at the Monza circuit. Yesterday, we crowned a world champion. Gabriel Bortoleto has taken it. Paul Aron needed to start on pole position. He didn't do it. Ergo, we now have a new champion. Alongside me in the commentary box is Omi. And Omi, qualifying yesterday was dramatic, but it had to happen that way. Just 1 point was needed, and that was all wrapped up in qualifying.
Yeah, it was just really hard for it not to be happening because you needed a Paul Aron who did look strong, so you had the chance. But obviously you needed Paul Aron or Pepe Marti to score pole, but they didn't. So there is 28 other drivers in the field, and obviously if Bortoleto scored pole himself, that would have been a great way to win it, but he didn't. So he didn't anyway, but he did go on to win the championship. So congrats to him.
So we are just waiting for the graphics to load up. You're seeing yesterday's qualifying results, which puts Ollie Goethe on pole position for tomorrow's race. I don't know about you, but the timings haven't synced up for me. Let's check in with our world champion.
It's an amazing feeling. It's a dream coming true for me. I've been working a lot this season to, reach my goals and the goals of Trident as well. They always knew and they always trusted on my potential since the beginning of the season. It was a mix of emotions. My team being there, everyone celebrating, and then at the same time, because we're not sure, I was like, oh my God, what is going on? Am I the champion or not? So it's a great feeling, but at the same time, a bit weird.
Yeah, they're all currently just getting ready to get going. It's going to be a really, really exciting F3 race. Always is around the temple of speed, but obviously great by Bortoleto, being helped as well earlier on in the season by Alonso. And then obviously you had Drogovic, the champion, so another driver from Brazil taking it as well, which is great for him. And he'll be hopefully getting the promotion to Formula 2 as well. On board with Sullivan.
Right, so it'll be 18 laps in total when we get going. There's Zach O'Sullivan.
I was wondering where you are.
Well, the microphone just wouldn't work. I was talking, it wouldn't work. So I think there was a loose connection somewhere. But we're all set then. The engines rise up. 40 minutes ahead of us to get set for this one.
We could well be going over that, by the way. Just a warning to everyone.
Yeah.
Because it's Formula 3 around Monza. It's going to be action, but what's the chances of safety cars?
High. Someone's hoovering the podium. Someone's hoovering the podium. Really strange. Just a reminder, this race, 40 minutes to start at past. The ending of this show will be taken by the world feed. So the podium ceremonies and everything, while we set up for MotoGP, their practice 2 session. Megan will be in the commentary box for that one as we get ready. We haven't even had a grid yet, if you've noticed, because the systems have taken a while to come in. Yeah, formation lap now comes up now. We haven't yet gone through the starting order. I assume we'll do that on the formation lap because we've heard from our champion instead, but we will go through it if there is nothing coming by turn 3 at the Dalla Roggia chicane. It is Franco Colapinto who has pole position, so he will line up P1. Do you reckon he could take over something here today?
well, a very consistent driver. So absolutely, as Mario Boya, Gregory Saucy gonna be an absolute thriller this one. So many different type of drivers in that battle. So gonna be a really, really exciting one. It's all gonna be about the slipstreamers. They'll slipstream their way through. Hopefully we do get through the opening lap cleanly, but it is Formula 3, so anything is possible.
Anything is possible indeed as they come through. We'll hear from our top three. It is Franco Colapinto on pole position. Maria Boya starts in second position. Then it's Gregoire Saucy, Nicola Tusolo, Taylor Barnard, Leonardo Forlaroli, Zach O'Sullivan, Gabriel Bortoletto, our champion, starts 8th. Johnny Edgar ahead of Paul Oron, Carl Collette, Jose Maria Marti, Christian Mansell. Then it's Taylor Smith, Helen Frederick, alongside Rafael Villagomez, Sophia Flörsch is 17th, Ruhin Shin 18th, Joshua Dufek is 19th, 20th Alessandro Garcia, 21st Roberto Ferrer, 22nd Oli Goethe, 23rd Dino Beganovic, 24th Nikita Bedrin, 25th Oliver Gray, 26th Gabriel Mini, 27th Rick Browning, 28th Sebastian Montoya, 29th Ida Cohen, and 30th for Francesco Simonazzi as well. Track temperature 24.5 degrees, air temperature 21.5, wind speed at 1 kilometre. The track is dry, and hopefully as well we should be in for an interesting one. Now loads of penalties, which is why Oli Goethe starts so far back. He will not be on pole position for tomorrow's race.
Yep, Goethe I believe has one carried over from last time in Spa because for everything he did there as well. So yeah, gonna be really exciting. But 5 drivers obviously getting disqualified yesterday from the qualifying result as well. So it was really, really chaotic, but not a surprise because of with how the FIA did it. So yep, they're all gonna be now getting into position. We're gonna be in for an absolute thriller. Let's hope we get through the opening corners cleanly. It was 3 high-tech drivers, and then we had 2 Collins, Simonazzi, and Cohen as well, who were all disqualified.
There's our champion, already crowned. He lines up P1 on the grid. The system's now beginning to kick in. Atmosphere rising. The man still hoovering the podium. All set for 40 minutes time when we will have our sprint race winner here at Monza. Such an evocative start line here. Looks smaller from the angle we're seeing above the track. Franco Colapinto will be looking forward to seeing this in all its glory. So are we. Tail enders line up, Francesco Simonazzi. Just lining up 30 cars. It's such a long wait on the grid. They've already been waiting for 30 seconds. There'll be another 15 or so before the lights go on. Tyre temperatures starting to drop. Bortoletto 8th on the grid, medical car at the back, cars in position. Green flag will be waved to signal to race control that all is set to go. Green flag, beeps will come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. Lights out, race on at Monza. Poor start from Colapinto. Great start, Maria Boya. Great start from Gregoire Saucy and from Nicola Tusolo. Maria Boya has the inside line to turn 1. Colapinto tries to defend from the outside of Gregoire Saucy, and it's a lock up for number 1. And that's Paul Oron. He's going to go sideways and cause a 3-car pile-up. Johnny Edgar's involved in that as well, as half the field takes the grass. And Paul Oron, if his championship wasn't done yesterday in qualifying, it's certainly done now. Yellow flag at turn 1, and that is going to be a safety car as we see on the grass. Ollie, and that's Gregoire Saucy trying to go around the outside and defend from Tusolo, and Tusolo hits him, and off the track goes Gregoire Saucy as we come down to the Dalla Roscia chicane. And now we're going to see Barnard come through on the inside line, try and take Tusolo. Tusolo holds it around the outside, and here comes Zach O'Sullivan. Crazy start.
Absolutely a crazy start, not what Paul Aaron wanted though. Sullivan looking racy here as well, currently in P7, but that will surely need to be a safety car. Quite a few cars. Paul Aaron eliminated there, the 2 Tridents about to go wheel to wheel as well, so lots of action currently in this one.
And now on the inside line, here comes Taylor Barnard getting ahead of Nicola Tusolo on the inside line. A nice move. And now already Zach O'Sullivan wants a piece of that. Yellow flag sectors 1 and 2, but the safety car's deployed now. So they'll all lift off. That's the end of the race. Safety car deployed. And it had Johnny Edgar is out, Paul Aron is out. Oh, and that is Jose Maria Marti with a broken front left suspension. And that is down at Lesmo. Is that Lesmo or Kota? It's Lesmo.
Yeah.
Lesmo 1 exit. How's he done that? Ah, there we go. There's another car involved. Is that the 17 of Carl Colette? It is. Carl Colette with a broken wing on the left-hand side as we look at it, right driver's side, and a indentation in the tyres. Marty's out of the race, so it's utter chaos at the start. Unbelievable stuff.
Well, it's Formula 3. It looks like Polo 1 just had a massive lock-up, just could not get it slowed down there, and then just had a bit of a slide. Was trying to get it slowed down, was sliding absolutely everywhere, and then just slided into a few cars that were making the corner. But Carl Colette has been able to enter the pits.
Sophia Fleur, she's up to 12th position, by the way, just started 16th, so great, impressive stuff from her. Keep an eye out whether there's going to be points. So, Paul Laurent with a retirement here. Yesterday, he lost out by a point, but it doesn't matter now. Bortoletto, 100% the champion. Yesterday and today now confirms it. Nice as well, Paul Laurent. Didn't really have to race or anything. It's sort of a free-fall, but they're still battle for second, battle for fifth in the championship. There's a lot to go on. Are they really not going to change the tyre on Carl Colette? Because that's going to... Yeah, they are. Good. Yeah, I was just going to say, you can replace it with a similar tyre of similar age. And away he goes now. Because it was too much. So, Boyer leads, Colapinto, MP1-2. Then it's Saucy, Barnard, Tusolo, Sullivan, Bortoletto, Forlaroli, Mansell, Villagomez, top 10. Goethe has moved up to 11th place. He started 21st in this race. Sophia Flörsch is 12th, Bedrin 13th, Browning, Garcia, Mini, Smith, Gray, Montoya, Frederick, Cohen, Dufek, Simonazzi up to 23rd, Pekanovic, Ferrer, Kyle Colette, Edbury, joined Ruin Shin, 27th, Marty Edgar are on out of the race. Here's the start.
Yep, absolutely. So Mary Boy just gets better drive off the line, and that means Colapinto immediately has to try and cut across him. He squeezes him as much as he can. Then all of them in the slipstream. Then you have Saucy trying to go to the outside. Colapinto then just moves a bit over then to the outside once he knows that Mary Boy is already going to have the inside. So that's not going to be a challenge. Solov goes to the inside of Saucy. Now this is Polo 1, just big locking up, going on the grass and just going into the MP Motorsport and a few other cars there as well. So yeah, just nothing he could do but a big lockup when he was in that position. Now let's go on board with Marty as well.
I think Marty's going to get hit by turn 1 and then going to get hit again by Carl Colette later. Oh, there's Colette's damage. Colette hit Paul Aron and caused a puncture. Aron had no control, and actually it was Marty who hit Edgar.
That's it from Marty.
Hey, I'm so unlucky. Oh my god, how can I be so unlucky, bro?
So it was Carl Colette who hits Paul Aron. Paul Aron gets a rear left puncture. He spins, Marty tries to avoid, hits Edgar, breaks his front suspension, breaks Edgar's rear, then Aron hits the side of him. So it was all caused by Carl Colette. Look, there's the puncture for Aron, and he just can't stop.
Yep, then that explains it. Aaron Edgar noted, but I think it's going to go even more better than that.
I got taken out by Colette.
Yeah, that's Carl Colette's fault, not Edgar or Aron's. That's not their fault.
We'll need a correction on that one then. So you'll need to investigate another driver in that little incident. But yeah, hopefully we'll get going soon. But how long will you get going for once again when we do get going? Because we'll keep saying it, it's Formula 3. That was Kyle Colette with his puncture tyre as well, just making his way back. But Kyle Colette.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, Kyle Colette just this season just hasn't been on best form, has he? Now this is Marty.
The wheel's
going to find his way?
Wheel's going to go, yeah.
Oh.
Had to go underneath and there was no drive. So, are we going green yet? We're in Shins in the pit lane. So, I don't know what he's done there. Lap 3, cars seem clear. We got any information from race control that the safety car's coming in? Just thinking, because then they can...
They were quick in the Port Supercar, weren't they, last time?
They were.
Let's be this quick again, please.
Just thinking how long we got. No sign of the safety car coming in, but I want to take a look at the field as they take off the engine cover of Woo Hyun Shin to try and get some cooling issues down. So it looks like he is out of contention at the moment for racing positions. There's the safety car. Are we going for another lap? Or will it come in at the end of this one? We're off for another lap. I'll throw it to the world feed for a few seconds, and it allows me to get some of Megan's systems set up in time. Out of the last corner. If we do go for another lap, it will be the last lap. But the last lap was 3 minutes
probably
long.
Will.
Yeah. So...
Yeah, looks like we're staying.
Never know until they get round the last corner these days.
Yeah, Colapinto, second, currently out of the stands, but it's going to change a lot in this F2 race. But wow, it's a brilliant battle, and that's how much Polaron is losing with that one now. So he's got to make sure that the feature race is absolutely brilliant for him tomorrow.
Right, they're going to stay another lap. Let's pass over to the world feed for this one.
To this race 4 laps ago, but he's now out. Marty, who was third in the championship, is now out as well. That opens the door for both O'Sullivan, who is 6th place, Colapinto, who is in 2nd place as well. Where is Dino Beganovic? Has he managed to make places? Not really. He's 24th. What about Gabriele Mini? He's 16th. So this is now becoming a battle for 2nd between the 2 Williams Academy drivers. And there we see live in the Drivers' Championship, they now become 2nd and 3rd overall. Safety car ending.
It was a good start from O'Sullivan to keep it out of trouble there. He was a little bit behind the action, wasn't he? There is Dino Beganovic, who's just moved up to, moved down, I should say, to 24th position. So not an ideal start, perhaps a little bit of nose to gearbox contact for him as well.
Bit of loading of some sort going on. Dino getting involved, just having a slight knock somewhere, but he will be looking to get his head down once we get going. Mari Boya will lead the way. He's won round here already this year, racing in another championship, and that confidence will certainly be helping him coming into this. Franco Colapinto, though, winning here in the sprint race last year, so he knows how to win in a Formula 3 car around Monza. Then we have Gregoire Saucy, desperate to try and get on the top step of the podium. Now we line up for what is got to be one of the toughest restarts of the year, Alex.
Mari Boya seeking his first win behind the wheel of a Formula 3 car. It is a really tough restart. You can do nothing else but dish out a tow. The race control being very, very tough with drivers about any erratic behavior before the safety car restart, any acceleration, any braking that would cause issues behind. We've already seen drivers rear-ending each other due to braking a little bit too late in qualifying, but this is really the only way. You can't lose positions down towards that first corner. It's just such a long run to be punching a hole in the air for the rest of a Formula 3 field. One good thing for Boya is he has got his teammate behind him, so this is the guy who's got to look him in the eyes in the truck later on if they do have an incident, but that's going to be scant relief as he rounds the Alboreto corner and takes them back to racing speed.
Just waiting patiently to get his foot down, because he knows, as Alex says, once he does that, he's the one punching the hole in the air for Franco Colapinto and co. Is he going to take us all the way to the start-finish line here?
Could well do. And he's managing to keep it at a constant speed, so should be okay with race control at that. I don't like these late restarts, but it is what he's chosen to do. When will he go? Now is the moment. Mari Boya hits the throttle and takes us back to green flag racing.
And immediately changes direction of his car, not once but twice, goes back to the racing line. We're back underway and racing in the sprint race here at Monza, onto lap 5, and already Taylor Barnard to the far left, trying to go from P4 to P2, gets down the inside of Gregoire Saucy to try and get himself one step onto the podium. Zach O'Sullivan looks like he may have made a place as well. He's gone round the outside of Nicholas Solov, who's...
Yeah, great restart as they come into it as well. Down towards turn number 3 in the Casino del Lago. Now look at this. Side by side, Boya's got the lead, but Colapinto's under attack from Saucy. And now look at the inside line. Great run-up from Christian Mansell, just gets through on Gabriel Bortoleto for 8th place. That was a super move, Omi. Just slid through on the inside line nicely. As now, O'Sullivan battling with Taylor Barnard.
Yeah, so many battles across the field, and Barnard still trying to fight back against Sullivan. Remember, Sullivan needs to make sure that he scores a lot of points. Battle between the Williams Academy drivers in the championship currently as it stands, with a lot of other drivers being out of contention. But time penalty as well for Kyle Collette. That's absolutely correct for what he caused.
Yep, causing a collision. Finally, they've actually got it right.
Flourish!
Wow, no!
Oh, contact!
And somehow they keep it on the track!
Oh.
I was sure there Sophia Flourish was going to go towards the barrier.
He was actually trying a move on Goethe actually, and that just gave Bedouin. You kind of got pinched to the inside. That gave Bedouin the chance around the outside.
And now we're seeing on the inside, going for it, Luke Browning on bed, and that's Luke Browning passing Sophia Flourish. Well, Sophia got no room from Goethe. Goethe just shut the door completely mid-corner. She's got no room at all. And now the slipstream battle begins. No DRS for another 2 laps as they hurtle down towards turn number 1, and everyone's sliding left and right. Action further back. Montoya passing. Beganovic, meantime, up front. Little bit of a lock-up and forcing wide there, unfortunately. That's Bortoletto versus Mansell. 2 slow in there too. Bortoletto trying to go on the outside now. And that's going to be a bit difficult. Smith's past Sophia Flourish. Kyle Collette's past Oliver Gray on board with Bortoletto. He's only going at Christian Mansell. Mansell blocks the line. Bortoletto chooses around the outside, coming into the Dall'Origine chicane. Late on the brakes, has the racing line. Can he keep it on the inside? No. Mansell goes back through. Gravel everywhere across the track.
Yep, absolutely. Now Solov kicking up some gravel, I believe, as they make their way through. And it's really, really chaotic. Beganovic there finding a way past as well to the inside line. So that's a great move by Beganovic on Garcia as they currently go to. But this is what happened to Sophia Flourish. It just goes to the inside line on Goethe. Goethe is just so much later than Flourish gets blocked in on the inside, and that just gives the chance and gives the opportunity as well. But so unfortunate for Sophia Flourish. She was doing so well. She's actually trying to make an overtake.
And this was Kyle Collette. That was the replay at the start that we saw, causing the puncture to Paul Aron.
Yep. Explaining the 10-second time penalty once again, but we already noticed that right at the start that it wasn't Paul Aron, it wasn't Marty, it was just Collette with a bit of his aggressive driving there that has caused that big pile up down there at turn 1. Look at the slipstreaming all beginning now as we go onto the pit straight at Monza.
Bortoletto as well further back having a little go, but Maria Boy is like he's just left out the front. And now look at this, some Sauce trying to go on the outside of Colapinto in towards turn number 1. He can't find a way through there either, so they've just got to be careful as Barnard versus is that Solov? Greg Saucy does a 1:48.33. So too slow.
Mansell's down the slipstream.
And Mansell's going to go on the inside. It's too slow down towards down towards the Dall'Origine chicane. Has he got through? Bortoletto's going to find a way through on the outside as well. So they go through together. Bortoletto wants to get ahead of Mansell, but now he's up to P7. Still points, but yeah, interesting little run around there.
Absolutely. Now the 2 hungry tridents also there as well, Fornaroli and Ollie Goethe as they make their way to lap 7 out of 18. But now the slipstreaming really starts to begin as well, and really it does get chaotic. And now I think Mansell's going to be under pressure. Bortoletto is going to try and make this move now as well. Bortoletto with the championship not to think about anymore as he's already run it. He can go out there and have some fun, and he's sending one to the inside.
At Ascari is a move and a half for Gabriel Bortoletto to make it through, and he's done it in superb style. Mansell will be wanting to have a look at that. Back now down towards the Parabolica if he can find her any positions, but Barnard's back on O'Sullivan, and O'Sullivan's on Saucy, he's on Colapinto. It's a nice train effect. Bortoletto twitching coming into Parabolica as they exit down the start-finish straight. DRS is enabled. So now they can use it, and now we're going to see the slipstream and DRS battles down towards the first corner of the Rettifilio. You can see it already coming up now between the 2 tridents to the inside line as well as Goethe passes the inside of Forlaroli in towards turn number 1, and he's even going to have a little attack on Tuslo, and he gets ahead of it. Nicely done.
Yeah, that was Barnard also looking at Sullivan up ahead, but look at this now. Fornaroli's going to have a chance, and he's going to try to go around the outside of the Cavagrande. He's going to use the slipstream possibly of his team, and now he might just need to tuck back in and maybe take this battle to the second chicane. Boya still leads at the front. It's all calm, but what's going to happen behind him? They're still going to go side by side.
Too
Not around the outside.
Yeah, too tight. Not going to go there. Sullivan will keep it out, and now there's a little bit of drama here in the middle field. As that's Smith, that's Mini going back. Smith goes through. Frederick Montoya and Sophia Flörsch down to 19th place. Got displaced at the Dall'Origlia chicane, and she's lost several positions, unfortunately, in that little battle. So lap 8 of 18, coming up on half distance here at the sprint race for Formula 3. But, oh, and there's debris flying in the mid-pack, because on the inside, that's a good move from Forloroli, and that is passing Luke Browning. Yeah, so
something.
how did Browning get so far up the field? Is he lapped?
Yep.
Timing screens aren't working correctly then if Browning's up there, because he's number 16. On board was O'Sullivan.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is up there though. So timing once again lying to us like they were lying about the red flag stuff yesterday. But Forloroli has a big chance to get past Solov, who's lost about the 1 second DRS that you crucially need at Monza.
Yeah, Forloroli's dropped back Forloroli's now 10th. Browning is now 11th as they come through into turn 1. Now we're seeing Forloroli trying to get back ahead. He's passing too slow into towards turn 1. Gets ahead. Ollie Goethe is a 1:39.743. Fastest up of the race. Smith ahead of Bedrin. And Joshua Dufek up to 22nd position. That's two moves done. Yeah, past Garcia.
Yeah, like when rookies appear in our 22 view. But Sullivan looking very, very close to Saucy as well. And not able to find a way through. Did force a defensive shape though, as they go through. But they're all getting very close together, I have to say as well. Solov really pushing Forloroli through the corner. Oh, and Browning looking for another move as well. So Browning now trying to get past Solov. So Solov going from the attack to defense. And they're now once again onto the straight towards the Ascari chicane. Brave to make a move here, as you said. But some drivers are going to be brave, and Bortoletto's one of them with the championship not to think about anymore. The boy is kind of controlling this. He's going to be more under pressure later on, but obviously he does have Colapinto, his teammate with him. But obviously remember, Formula 3 is not like Formula 1. They can still fight, but you do got to have that. You got to be a tiny bit careful with that one as well, like the Trident swap earlier on in the season. But their 2021 lineup wasn't at all with Nova Black, doing Stanek and all of those guys causing chaos, if you remember in the at Sochi in the final. I drive for myself, the words from Jack Doohan.
Here's the DRS. Bortoletto's going to have a go at Taylor Barnard. And look at this, it's a DRS train as Maria Boyer under pressure from Franco Colapinto with the DRS. Takes the lead towards turn 1. O'Sullivan on the inside line getting ahead. Zach O'Sullivan now going to take it. Side by side. Got to be careful. Contact with Saucy. And they just get away with it. They just get away with it. Bortoletto takes third on the inside line. Coming through. Curve de Grande. And I think Saucy's got a broken yeah, he's got a puncture at the back. Oh, Saucy's out of it.
Oh, I'm so unfortunate, but Saucy was doing so well here in this little pack. Now the leaders have kind of pulled a tiny bit away as they make their way through as well. And look at this now as well. That's Villagomez going to the inside of Solov.
And he's got him. Brilliant move. Brilliant from Villagomez on the inside line. It's all changing here at Monza. Let's take a look at it. So O'Sullivan will get a penalty for this because it's avoidable contact.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see the lead just changing ahead of him, but super late on the brakes, braking later. And then he's going to just turn in all the way through, takes him right out wide, kind of uses him as a bit of an apex, a helper to kind of get him back on the racing line. It's been noted, but yeah, very unfortunate. Saucy.
Yeah, I don't think he did, I'm afraid, Zach. He didn't.
Yeah, you kind of uses him to help you get to the corner.
So you can say you moved across, but he clearly didn't. You hit him. He was going straight. No real turn there, I'm afraid. So expect a penalty coming your way, Zach O'Sullivan. And he has, where is O'Sullivan? 4th position in the podium at the moment. Maria Boyer now behind Franco Colapinto. It's lap 11 of 18. Last lap was a 1:40.5. So again, we're getting quicker and quicker. Oh, so much closing speed in towards turn 1. It's almost hard to concentrate. Frederick comes to 14th now. Smith passing for Frederick for 14th as well.
Yeah, they might have gone 3 wide there. That's not close to all 3 of those drivers. Well, yellow flags.
Montoya and Smith.
Is it Montoya and Smith?
Montoya and Smith. Well, hang on. Montoya's back up into 14th. So is it Smith? No, he's dropped now. What
is going on?
Are they cut? Oh, there is
Smith.
Smith spun round and he gets going. Broken. He's got a puncture and broken floor. So we'll go back to green flag running, but Tommy Smith is out of the race. Puncture and floor damage, and if he's not careful, that could be a safety car into the pit lane. Finally makes it quick while Sauce. He had to do the entire lap as well.
Yep. Unfortunate, especially when it happens somewhere at the beginning of the circuit, because then you have to go all around it and get back in there. But yeah, heating up. Who's gonna take the win? Which MP Motorsport will it be? Could it be someone outside as well? And this is what happened. Just late lunge from Frederick up the inside of Tommy Smith and just being launched over the curb. Beganovic there in the background also having to take avoiding action as well, just going wider for Smith. Very unfortunate for him. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that one in the series. That will surely be noted and investigated as well.
You saw Montoya at the start of that clip. If you were watching along with us, just go straight down. Let's hear from Bortoletto.
Bortoletto.
Gabby, we have to stop to take care a little bit more to the tires, okay?
Here comes Boya.
Leave me alone. I know what I'm doing. Fantastic.
Boya takes the lead.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say that. You've tongue twisted me. Maria Boya takes the lead. Franco Colapinto down to second position. Bortoletto being told about his tyres. Just leave me alone. I know what I'm doing. As they come through, Maria Boya takes the lead. And now we're going to see Colapinto back on the inside line. But Bortoletto wants to go out with race wins. Can he do it? As a little bit of a touch there from Taylor Barnard on the gravel. Just about avoided the hard stuff.
They're kind of stealing your lines there.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So good right now.
Yeah. But yeah, Bortoletto desperate for the win, but let's hope he just doesn't drop down in the last few laps because of his because how bad his tyres will be, and it's going to be more of an issue in the future race because obviously a tiny bit more, just a few more laps added onto this one, so a bit more work needed to be done in the future.
Yeah. Oh, Boya nearly went straight through the gravel, and Ascari clipped the curb on the entrance too much. That's going to give the advantage to. Oh, and that is Tommy Smith retired down the start finish. He's got a puncture, and the debris in the middle of the track. Double yellow flags are out. Not that it's showing up on race control, however, that there's a yellow flag. Yeah. That's very odd.
They're just doing it on the circuit and not giving it on the race control or to us even. Yeah. But yeah, Colapinto has a chance to fight back against Boya, I think, down this way. He's got a good run.
And now Boya is going to lose out once again. DRS Open and now we've got a yellow flag finally out on the inside line. Here comes Franco Colapinto, and nicely done into the braking zone. Yellow flag sector 3 finally. Only 30 seconds late.
Yeah, only 30 seconds late indeed. But what MP Motorsport need to do, they just got to keep it as an inner team easy DRS pass battle rather than invite anyone else to this one, because then that will just explode it. But you can see Fornaroli making a move on Mansell down towards the second chicane.
Fornaroli's got ahead, he's done it, so ahead of Mansell for 7th position. We've got around about a 9-way fight for the win here, with a couple of laps to go at Monza. It's that type of morning.
We need the MPs to cause some chaos.
Yeah, they could do, don't they? There's Tommy Smith's retirement.
Wouldn't we? Yeah, when we get more into more laps in, then probably they'll drive a bit more aggressively and cause a tiny bit.
That rear tyre was already punctured before it went up in the air. When it slammed back down, it ripped open the hole in the tyre and burst. Way too much damage to continue. Way too much.
Yeah.
And that tyre, if you hit it, it's a sharp metal. It's gone now, but the yellow flag's still out for the car.
Oh, yeah, Browning, you can't overtake, mate.
Oh.
Yeah, get back in. There we go.
Double
He's
yellow.
behaving.
Aren't they lifted as well? Double yellow, you've got to lift.
Yeah, because Browning was going wheel to wheel there, and I was like, you can't overtake, mate. Sit back.
DRS is enabled, 5 laps to go, so Maria Boya opens it, so does Bortoletto, O'Sullivan, in fact, everyone opens it. And O'Sullivan's under pressure here for Taylor Barnard. Yeah. Barnard's going to try to go around the outside line and towards the Rettifilio, and he's got the move done, and there's a further move further back, but Browning going on for a move on Maney. Maney's going to hold it around the outside. Maney's got the position back, so that's not over yet. Mansell gets out of Browning, but now look at this from So there's another move at the back. I just noticed at the top of the screen. Look at this
mini
from
passing Villa
O'Sullivan.
Gomez.
Look at this from O'Sullivan, fighting back on the inside line to Taylor Barnard into the braking zone and gets ahead. Bogdanovic and Bedrin battling, and off the track. Unfortunately goes Taylor Barnard, but Montoya has just got in between the Bedrin-Bogdanovic battle for 14th place.
There he is, and he's side by side currently with Bedrin as they make their way through. And here's me predicting the battles. It would be very tight if they're still side by side.
And that is off the track for Ida Cohen, and that is green flag, by the way, and that is at Ascari. How's he done? Has he just gone straight onto the gravel? And this is the battle you're on about further back as well. Bogdanovic and Bedrin. Well, Bogdanovic cut the course.
Bogdanovic was the chicane. Yeah.
And Montoya just sort of gets through in between that because he has to get the pace back. Very clever.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, and Montoya's past Bogdanovic now.
Oh, Bedrin and Bogdanovic are side by side as well. Maybe momentarily, not anymore. So, yeah, we're seeing a lot of battles further down as well. But
we're not seeing on the TV pitch. Yeah. You got it. We're not even seeing them on the TV pitch. It's getting quite hard to tell where's where and who's who. Boy.
Well, I think Browning's gonna make a move on Mansell to make your life easier.
Yeah, he is. Down towards turn 1. Mansell gets ahead of Browning.
What's for Goethe?
Oh, huge lockup and straight off the track for Ollie Goethe. Through the chicane, bang goes the polystyrene block. So he loses 3 places. You have to give those back there because he cut the track. Oh, well, does he? Does he have to give those back? I presume so.
Yeah, probably. We'll see what the stewards think about that one. Soloff past Villa Gomez, Frederick past Garcia as well.
Roberto Ferra has left the pit lane. Has Sullivan. So O'Sullivan saying that Barnard passed me off track. Yeah, okay, he did. So that should be an instant change around. Let's take a look at it. So there's Goethe locking up on O'Sullivan. Bang. So why is he now focused on that? Very confusing. Goethe was so far back, I mean, he stood no chance.
Yeah. They're really just desperate for that overtake. You've got to be brilliant on the brakes if you do want to make that one, but no, into the runoff instead for him. As we watch now all of the other trains in this battle as well. This is Goethe Fornaroli. They're creating their other train. Trident formation flying at the front of this one currently with Browning just as well. Little three-car train in this battle. But it's mainly the 5-car train for the win that we're focused on. But Boyer, I have to say, in these last few laps, it's just been 8-10, so he's not getting close enough. When he goes onto the straight, it's about 8-10. Sullivan 10-second penalty.
Yep, so that is for causing a collision. So we thought he might do it, and he's got one. As Fornaroli passes Goethe for 6th place and towards the first corner. So 10 seconds. That's a huge penalty, but deservedly so. We put 2 cars out of the race.
What's Browning? Yeah, Browning's in the 50 now. Is he going to go to the inside? That would be brave. I think Goethe might just want to cover that one off. Who's appearing in our picture ahead. Goethe does cover it off. Oh, he doesn't. Browning gets through.
Browning's gone through. Goethe just sort of let him through. And Dana Della Rossia just opened the door and said, after you, we're serving coffee at 8. Really strange opening there as they come through.
So, how are you describing this race so far? Are you going to say weird again?
Energetic.
Okay, we're not getting a weird at least. Okay.
No,
Here we go.
It's energetic. This one. It's like everyone's woken up. No, the pressure's off from the championships. Everyone's gone out there to prove what they can do. Time penalty for Caelan Frederick of 10 seconds. Now, is that for causing a collision? Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
So we're going to have 2 to go in a moment.
Yeah,
what a bizarre day.
Now racy on the other Trident as well. Sullivan almost outside the 1 second of Barnard as well in that battle.
It's such a bizarre. It's a weird. It is, but I like this one. It's energetic, as I said.
Yeah.
It's so much going
Weird
on.
energetic one.
Yeah.
Defect past Surfia Flourish and Browning.
Dive bomb on the inside line as we hear half the things coming. So we are getting some manoeuvres in the inside line.
So, Goethe failing to follow race director's instructions, escape road instructions.
The bollard.
Okay, so, yeah. Goethe, silly boy, not behaving himself as well.
That'll be a penalty. 5 seconds
Yeah.
probably. Because he rejoined unsafely as well and caused they caused Polystyrene and Bollard on the track as well. That's not exactly on the racing line, but it's not allowed to be done like that. As Colapinto ahead of Boyer, Bortoleto, Barnard, O'Sullivan, Fulleroli, Browning, Goethe, Mansell, Mini, the top 10, and that's going to change as well. Points going to have the 8th, remember, in the sprint.
So, look at this. Boyer now has lost a 1 second. That could leave him massively under pressure from Bortoleto. He needs to get back in that at the detection zone. It's going to be crucial.
It's going to be the last lap coming up as well, so this will be a huge advantage coming through the field, and all they've got to do is take it carefully, and they've got it in the bag. Battle further back as well. Mansell versus Mini. Mini's going to try and go on the outside line. Mansell sort of letting him through, so Mini takes 9th place away
Doing
from
out in the
Mansell.
tactical game.
Yeah.
He wants the DRS down this straight, possibly.
But it's the last lap of the sprint race here at Monza, and now Colapinto is leading by 1.3 seconds, but our champion Gabriel Bortoleto has the DRS on Maria Boyer down towards turn 1 of the Rettifilo. Boyer defends the inside line. Bortoletto's going to go right round the outside line on the grass, locking up slightly from Bortoleto. Huge ramifications if they're not careful here. But this is looking good.
Going to be in the system. He'll have another chance down towards the second chicane.
Down through Cota Grande, Bortoleto opens up the outside line, he's going on the grass, he's doing what Alonso and Vettel did! Boyer giving him no room on the inside, Bortoleto holds strong and takes 2nd place! Beautiful! If that's not a champion of the future move, I don't know what it is. That was brilliant from Bortoleto, the Brazilian learning from experience of Vettel and Alonso in their battles in 2011 and 2012 there.
That was just incredible. He's been making such brave moves. The champion just now off his table. He's made such brave moves today, I have to say. Has Bortoleto, and he's going to fully deserve this 2nd position. Obviously, he would have wanted a win, but he's going to have to settle for 2nd here.
There's one straight to go, unless Boyer can get back into him, but look at Taylor Barnard, but with the penalties, I think this should be it. As they come down the straight towards the Parabolica. It will be Franco Colapinto for yet another race win in 2023 in the final sprint race of the year. Barnard's going to go the inside line. Boyer shuts the door. Doesn't get it there. It'll be a drag race to the line. Franco Colapinto, like he has done all season long, dominates his sprint race and wins the last one of 2023. Gabriel Bortoleto finishes in 2nd. Marie Boyer finishes 3rd. Barnard O'Sullivan, but with penalties to be applied. Browning, Fulleroli, Goethe, the points finishers. Mini, Mansell coming through. O'Sullivan jumps to 12th place. That puts Mini into the points. Mansell 9th as well. What a race that, Omi. That was energetic.
Yeah, an energetic weird one, I guess, as we're going to discover. But yeah, that was an absolutely great race. Brilliant battle between the MPs, but what brilliant battling behind them as well. So yeah, good race that.
Let's hear from our race winner, and we'll hand it over to the world feed. I'll be back in a few moments' time after we finish with the MotoGP and starting their commentary coming up short.
So did he, Colapinto.
Brilliant stuff from Colapinto, 4th win, 10th podium in the series, and he managed to just get that little bit of a gap at the end, assisted by Bortoleto making the move on Boyer, which jumped him away on that final DRS zone of the race.
Numero uno. That's when you are not fighting for the championship, what you do. That's how you do it.
Well done to Bortoleto, our champion there. They had their moment leaning over the pit wall. Franco Colapinto joining O'Sullivan, Vesti, Hauger and Doohan as a 4-times winner. What a performance from Mari Boyer, only in the points on home soil this season, and that an absolutely superb performance to get himself on the podium for the first time. And as drivers start to try and sign contracts going into next season, he picked a very good time to get himself onto the podium there. Great performance from him.
Yeah, great run from Mari Boyer. Managed to race well. It's always tough. Always tough when you're side by side with your teammate. Got to work on that. Got to make sure you don't blot your copybook. But tough defense from him.
What you did today was outstanding. So proud of you. It's an amazing car. Oh my God, thanks. So I wanted to do the whole year, but I couldn't. Oh, that's amazing.
Well, universally accepted as a very consistent driver, and you can see the basically it's last day of school stuff, isn't it, for Bortoleto? He's got his tie around his head, and he's going for it down the outside of Mari Boyer. Manages to keep his foot in there, and you've got to say he's quite correct. If you're going for a championship, you just can't keep your foot in there. You've got to get out of it. Today he can. And that was great stuff to see.
Yeah, that was an absolutely textbook move from Bortoleto. Down the inside, you'd think a champion would just bring it home in one piece. Not if you're Gabriel Bortoleto. Nikita Bedrin has been in the wars a couple of times in this race, but 24th up to 16th for him in the end. Well done to Josh Dufek as well on his debut, 15th. That's a good performance from the Swiss driver. But here come our top three into pit lane now, and our 2023 champion pulls into second spot. Not the place where he finishes the championship overall, but what a performance from 8th on the grid to P2, and he will get his moment on the podium today, and maybe not just today as well. If he keeps driving like that, we may even see him move up one more place tomorrow. He is driving like a champion, a last lap move into Rogier chicane, clean as you like. That was a champion's drive from Gabriel Bortoleto, and that was an absolutely superb drive from Franco Colapinto as well. Record equaling 4th win for the MP Motorsport driver to join the likes of Zach O'Sullivan, Frederick Vesti, Dennis Hauger and Jack Doohan on 4 wins. Can he go and even beat that record tomorrow? Gabriel Bortoleto climbs out his car. Huge emotions for him as he sat in it when he found out he was champion yesterday. Now he holds the board aloft. He is the 2023 champion in FIA Formula 3, and I think we can all see why, the way he drove today.
Sure can. Just checking in. Big day as well for MP in the Teams Championship. It's going to be interesting to see where that launches them up to, because they've got 2 cars in the top 3 there and picking up a haul of points in today's sprint race.
Yeah, and this man helped them do it. 2, as you said, 2 cars on the podium, 1 on the top step with Franco Colapinto and MP Motorsport as they battle away with Campos and High-Tech Pulsate for 3rd in the championship. One team, of course, who was disqualified from qualifying, the other who found one of their top drivers in the wars at turn 1. That is a very good result for MP Motorsport and will put them in a very good position for the season finale. Rightfully so. They have celebrations all round. Well done to the Williams Driver Academy member, showing why he was backed by that Formula 1 team. Really good drive from him, particularly good at the end of the race, I think, Alex, to hold on to his tyres. Here we see celebrations for Gabriel Bortoleto. He's celebrating there with the team.
This is really the championship moment for him, isn't it? Because yesterday in the pit lane, he rather had to sit there just in case they sent the session again. So he gets this opportunity on the podium. Zach O'Sullivan was picked up even before the race began on a pit lane, potential pit lane infringement with a practice start he shouldn't have done, and that's just been cleared. So it's been a busy race for Zach O'Sullivan, who with his penalty finished 12th, just ahead of Sebastian Montoya and Jamie Campbell-Walter there of multi-year sports car fame. Who's deeply involved with Rovgo Racing and indeed Colapinto. Just saying a quick well done and a quick hello to his driver. Good to see.
Well, the checks now will be complete before we see them heading out on to the podium. Franco Colapinto, a 10th podium for him, so he's become used to this process now. One of the most successful drivers in Formula 3 history when it comes to now both wins and podiums as well. And very excited to see how he does in the feature race tomorrow in what was one of the best races of the season, I think it's fair to say. We get to do it all again tomorrow and for even longer as well. But what a way to kick off proceedings here at Monza.
Look warm, don't they, as they're chivied by the fabulous media delegate Alexa to up to the podium. It looks like they've done a bit, and there was plenty of high heart rate action going on, and that's how they came across the line. It was 1.3 seconds back, Colapinto to Bortoleto, and then the same distance down through the rest of the top 6, basically. A swarm of Formula 3 cars. MP congratulating each other on the pit wall.
Yeah, well done to them. This was the moment. Franco Colapinto jumped out the car to celebrate with his team, and this does him very good in terms of the battle for second in the championship. Well, let's go and hear what the drivers have to say, no doubt. Lots of high emotion in there.
So understeering, huh?
No, because I crashed on Thursday.
So you were scared?
All the confidence.
Yes.
Because
I couldn't imagine, because
the engineer told me 09, 09. And I was far. And when I was behind Franco, it was 05, 06. So.
Chao,
vale, pensaba. ¿Qué te ha pasado saliendo de coche?
No, me duele el pectoral, no sé por qué.
También. ¿Qué ha pasado?
That's a great penalty, no? Maybe.
This is not the same crash, no?
Wow, it's super easy to overtake in the DRS. It's like...
But at the end, because of the degradation, I couldn't stop.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm too soon.
Oh!
Pancho?
I don't know.
Sí, for sure. Sí.
Yeah.
What? ¿Sosi got a punch? Oh yeah, it looks right away. A ver, Mari, ¿me abrís?
Patina una barbaridad,
Sí, boludo. Giacomo Oscar.
They almost sound as excited as we were during the live race.
It's great to hear them discover, because obviously you know so little about realistically the full race, what's going on. When you're behind the wheel of the car, it's great to see them discover. It's kind of the old corporate karting. How was your race on overdrive, isn't it? Because they've got the live pictures and all the slow-mos to play with. Great stuff. A lot of degradation there. Interesting to hear from Bortoletti. You can see the car understeering through the edge of the race. Trident pretty clear with him. He needed to look after the tyre. It's going to be a factor in what will be a longer feature race, subtly longer feature race tomorrow.
And 9 points between second to fifth in the championship, as you would have seen. Colapinto out.
Here they come then onto the podium. Just got back in time for that one as well. And Omi, what did you think of the race in a whole?
I think it was a good one, a decent one, but I'd have to say it wasn't on the level of, in my opinion, of last year. I think I just found a lot more energy in last year's one, the sprint. But yeah, it was a good race. It was a good one. For this season, I think it's one of the best races, I'd say.
Second place here for Bortoleto officially crowns him the champion. Points for pole were only dished out to those who start on pole position today. And after all the investigations, and with Paul Aron crashing out, we knew it yesterday anyway, but Gabriel Bortoleto is our champion. But Franco Colapinto wins and the Argentine national anthem. national anthem there as well. For Franco Colapinto, another win in 2023. So much ahead of this young driver. Well done to Franco Colapinto and the Argentine supporters out in force. The Constructors' Trophy to MP Motorsports. Great race for them. And I'm sure Delano as well will be looking down and just so proud of the team as well. Second place, Gabriel Bortoleto, our champion of 2023. And Maria Boya finishes in third place for MP as well. Points up as well for Delano. Fantastic atmosphere at Monza. And now, it's champagne time! What did you say?
It's famous word time.
Yeah. And the eyes. Oh, that's going to sting. Yep, sorry, Gabriella, that does sting. Swing a bit instead, that'll do. What a race. Well, that about wraps it up. We're heading off now for MotoGP, their practice and qualifying session coming up. And at 11:15, you can join us for the practice session. Just a reminder, Moto E, Moto 3 and Moto 2 will air on Tuesday, not live this weekend with all the clashes that we've got going on. So their races will air later next week on Tuesday. But an atmosphere like no other. Franco Colapinto wins, Gabriel Bortoleto second and is our champion. And Maria Boya finishes in third. Double for MP. And Trident on there as well. Well, my thanks to you, Omi, and my thanks to all of you at home. That's it. F3 sprinting is done in 2023. One race left in this amazing championship campaign, and that will be tomorrow, the feature race for F3's final run around in 2023. Thanks for your company. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.